Last time we played this game, we finished with the cigarette smoking man who gave us a key to the apartment. Can I look at my notebook? Yeah. We can't do this till Wednesday. We have to call back tomorrow for that. I have to replace the lost Bool because we thought they were playing shot put. This is the one we're going to be doing here, the balcony. Still have to find my gun. Still need to figure out about the tattoos, which, oh, I should be presenting that photo to people, shouldn't I? I don't know how you do that, actually. Still need to figure out who, this might take some time to even say. I have to find money. I should probably talk to the guy and see if there's any way he can forgive my money. Maybe I can convince him to, like, lower it or something. I don't know. Need to find the rest of the armor. I have to ask Kuno what he knows. I don't want to talk to Kuno. I mean, it could be a bad idea, sure. I need to go to the harbor. I need to get into the harbor. I need to find the tape to make karaoke, and I need to get a reality lowdown? Oh, rich people. I need to find rich people. When did I get that? Anyway. Where's Kuno? Oh, Kuno. Can I even talk to Kuno over here? Do I have to go all the way back around? God, am I gonna talk to Kunanese? I don't want to talk to...
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
If only.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Oh my God.
Trying to sneak up on me?
Well, never mind. Can't really talk to you. I can't talk to you from over here. Okay, let's go in here then. When we come back around, we'll talk to Kuno. Ugh. Kuno. Kuno. Alright, what do we got? We got something here. Flip up glasses. +1 to logic, but -1 to authority. Sure. Why not? Ooh, there's some shoes over there. Sure. Alcohol. Oh boy. Might be able to sell the alcohol. I could probably get some money for that, can't I? Anyway, how you doing, Flat? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good Thursday. One more day of the work week. Hey, some money. 5-pointed star.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded.
I do have chain cutters.
Chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Oh, tool not in hand, that's why.
No reply.
Okay. So if I equip the tools... Oh, that's a tool. Interesting.
This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls.
I'm breaking and
with a
entering.
little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
He has no problem with us breaking in. Interesting. Oh. Oh. That's a bullet. Why is there a bullet in here? Huh. Let me take this off. Put this on. Hey. Hey. Conceptualization. Oh, is that a jacket? Oh, it's a jacket. Did we get naked? We could go big into conceptualization. That's good, Flat, that you're
A plaster
okay.
cast bust depicts a middle-aged man
Like I
with
said,
impressive sideburns.
it's been a
The
long
name
week.
on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
I find this game oddly satisfying and relaxing.
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Masovianism. His theories
Oh.
about economic history greatly influenced
Well, guess who's a
some would even say
communist?
sparked the anti-centennial revolution. Whoever lives
Salute.
here definitely shares your enthusiasm. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep
Can
the
you
ideology
believe it?
going, it seems. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Interesting. I wonder if it's the same person that we talked to earlier. Probably not. Oh shit, money. Actual money. That's big money. $5 is big money. A postcard. Okay. Some more money.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
That wasn't what was written here.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Okay, Kim, fine. A firing squad for the rich? Love it.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. Go ahead, then. What do you want to know, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for
wow, we
anyone
got
who comes
baited.
from Martinez, like Tim
God
Jamrock
damn
or
it.
Raoul Ravachol.
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
No, I didn't.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes, I know who you mean.
Yeah,
The
he's always
scrawny
smoking like
boy
the
who's
devil.
always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
I hope she's not dying.
He lives upstairs in room 28.
Okay.
Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually
East,
home in the
okay.
evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little
Well,
room
that's not
upstairs,
good for
right
somebody
next
who
to
has
the cold room.
bronchitis.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company.
How bad's
And
this
that's
lady?
all I need from this world. Ask away, policeman. No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a
Interesting.
policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Empty beer cans? That's money. I need money.
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar.
Kind of broke into
I
his
think
house.
he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door.
I don't think
He
he's
asked me
studying
to leave his
astrology or
drawings up on the
astronomy.
wall. The symbol of what now? Ah, all I know about politics is that it's brought us more harm than good.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
She's not wrong.
They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else.
Jesus.
She mumbles some kind.
Okay, let's go back to this apartment then.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number.
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
Indirect modes of taxation? What does that mean? So, if I take the photo, can I, like, drag it to, or hold it? No. Oh, that works.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here.
I don't like
The
her
keys, see?
smile. It scares the hell out of me.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't
Sure.
legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's
Flimsy
a picture
in
of her
hand.
with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
Who's Ron?
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny.
Damn.
Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable.
I doubt all of these things.
I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards. Don't ask me what happened with the wall.
I don't
have
believe
no
this lady
idea
one
how we're
bit.
going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely
Damn right,
trashed
landlord
the
distrust
place.
activate. Kill all landlords.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
To be
A sudden serious look crosses her face.
oh.
This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it?
Yeah,
I'm
they
in
will.
a hurry. Of course.
Okay, let's go, I guess, report back to the lady.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in.
Spit?
This place needs them.
Holy shit. I mean, I did say death to all landlords.
We won't be killing anyone. And you
I
shouldn't
did say
things like
kill
that.
all
You're a
landlords.
police officer. There's been enough killing.
Wait, I've seen it.
seen it.
She's seen it and known those who have been killed.
Okay. Foreclosed. So can I go in here? I can. Nose effect? Oh, nice. And a little bit of money. Wait, this is taking me out? Oh, it took me out to the... Okay. I don't want to be outside yet, I don't think. Oh, okay, that took me outside this way. Boat. Was there a boat? Oh, there is a boat. And somebody up here.
Hey, up here, Piggo.
Who's this?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Cindy the Skull. What a name.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Go
Sure.
where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, Pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old lady.
Pigman? Any girl that says pig could be the person that has our gun.
I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go
I think she
forth
might
and
have her
forage
gun.
in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Thank you, Kim.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricities.
Oh, there is a boat with a man over there.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
Joyce Mizia.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk
Oh,
to
that's
her.
the Wild Pines rep.
She's a professional
Oh,
negotiator, though.
ooh.
I have the feeling she will be very
Oh,
cooperative.
okay,
while
this is
telling
good.
us
This is good info. Good info. Now we can get somebody to fucking get the strike done with.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her
Oh, you did
off
not
is
have
our
to tell
best
me
bet.
that, Kim. I'm going to.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Nice.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Okay. Jeez. Damn, I got a lot of morale healing, not a lot of health healing. It's worth more than you'll ever earn in your life. Fucking
A striking
feel.
woman
I know the
leans
feel
against
there.
the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets.
Let's get
A
weird.
silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Layton, my maiden name.
Professor Layton?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
This is good. I found the richest woman in Martinez. Yeah, I have.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very
I
unusual.
love Kim, dude.
But I
Kim
can
is
assure
so
you of
good.
his ultimate competency.
I absolutely love Kim.
How interesting.
Oh, that's a lot here.
I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Start with... I feel like going in...
Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long. Why Dolores? Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. It's a pleasure craft. A 19
A
pacer.
pleasure
It also
craft.
happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though
Really?
these days I mainly use it for business.
It's a fast boat.
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm the what? The eel's hips.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I get it, Kim. I get it. You told me to be weird, though.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman,
There you go.
assessing her.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Pi anime. Caillou. Oh, I'm gonna put it in the damn chat. We're on the island of Caillou. Fucking cursed emote.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Good thing to say. Because we have this. Not this, I'm sorry. Where is it? Where's the... Not that. Where's the traffic hooligan? Because didn't we say something about this? I feel like we did.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Oh no, it's our car. Never mind.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands. Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
Pleasure craft.
The crowns of her teeth are
Oh, I mean, we could get married to
white
Kim.
as the boat's hull as she smiles.
Jeez.
Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license.
Oh.
Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Good. What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics.
Okay.
Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Can I get like 100 of that?
A billion?
I'm gonna push her.
And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions. Walpines employ 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility.
Is it on the back of broken labor?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships
exploited
explored
labor.
the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Yeah, that sounds like exploited labor.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Oh, fuck it.
We built this district. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic.
Listen, I'm
Even
going
some of the
full
old
on
street
leading into the
lamps have been
communism
put back
part.
thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get the authority from the coalition government.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
But I
Got
am
it.
derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines
That
and
sounds like it
return
takes
with
a
Wild
while.
Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching
Shit.
took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
We've met him.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
Okay.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
Okay.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Probably not.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
I mean, I'm fine with overtime pay and medical, but what's their demands now?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Employee stock option?
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy. Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything, really.
That-
it needs the
okay, I can
signature
understand.
Of each of the 2,200 workers in its
Yeah,
Martinez
I can
terminal.
understand where the problem is here.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
I gotta do it.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation
I
if
really
there ever
want
was
not,
one.
like, wasting precious time.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to
Oh,
work.
Manana.
I think he said it was, call me mañana.
Yeah, Manana. We've talked to him before.
This checks out.
Let's talk about Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal,
wait,
more
there's two of
irredeemably
them?
nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, what?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does.
I
And
don't
when one's
think I
term as
have.
foreman is up, the other takes over.
Who had a lazy eye? I don't remember anybody who had a lazy eye.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
We're dealing with mafia. Débardeur is French for longshoremen or dock workers. Okay.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Evrat and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is... Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades.
Wait, can I not show...
However much you feed the wolf, the wolf always hungers.
This is the guy that died, right?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
Not cool.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Interesting.
It's implied she's open to discussing this
Okay,
matter
we'll have
with
to keep
you
that in
at
mind.
a later occasion.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Indeed. The company suspects foul play.
Sounds like it's foul play.
But there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help?
Let's see. I kind of want to talk to her about everything, because one, I really like her voice actor. And two, she's very interesting.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets.
Secret
For
task
the sake of my
complete?
employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh, shit.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced
Don't have
ourselves.
my badge.
I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Yeah, so anything she says is going to be reflective of Wild Pines' bias.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
No, she doesn't.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
Yeah, so you have to take like in the grain of salt of all the information she's going to give us will be tinged with some bias of the company.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
She's nice, though.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is.
She's
an
more
officer
than
of
just
the
the
RCM.
Wild Pines rep. Ooh.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share
Damn
anything
it.
more until I've seen that badge.
Alright, so I gotta find the badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator.
Ooh, here we
She
go.
should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a negotiator.
Yes!
Just float a favor at her. insinuates.
Let's go.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going